Coach, we're about 15 to 18 practice opportunities away from the first game, but obviously these are different practice opportunities. If you would compare where the teams are now from a practice standpoint to what they would ordinarily be 15 to 18 days, what would that comparison look like?
Well, there's no comparison. You're looking at, I was trying to tally up the numbers, but they started running plays at sometime in July. And they were allowed to have certain time with their players, obviously no pads, no helmets. But you talk about there's two different phases. One is the whole installation, playbook, Zoom meetings, and then on the field walkthroughs, et cetera. And then the second phase is the actual, let's get ready to go play and put on helmets and shoulder pads. I know I've spoke to a bunch of coaches. They can't Zoom meetings and walkthroughs. And if you told players they have to keep doing that, they'll lose their minds. They want to go play. This is all about the contact points of the game and keeping players healthy through that contact points. And I think this is interesting, Jerry, and I've talked to a couple of coaches about this. Whenever we were in bowl games, Lou Holtz gave me the greatest advice. It was my first time playing for a national championship in Florida. And we're playing Ohio State. We had a long time, I want to say 36 days between the SEC championship and playing Ohio State in the national championship game. And I came up with Lou Holtz's help. We did phases. Phase one was fundamentals. Phase two was preliminary game plan. And phase three was game week. Yet we continued the routine. Every great player, every great team has a routine. And that means that you have your Thursday or Tuesday, Wednesday, very hard practice days. Thursday, lighten up. Friday, actual day off. And then Saturday, play. And then I gave them Sunday off. And we did that all three so the players and their bodies and their minds could get used to the routine. I think a lot of teams are going to do that these last 2.5 weeks, getting ready to play.
Do you think there'll be anything from a practice standpoint that because of the COVID situation, coaches may continue to do that in the future under normal circumstances?
It all depends on the start and stop time. You know, the start time, if we're in August, we're not having this conversation because you've been there and I've been there. You are doing everything possible to just get your team ready. Now you have so much time on your hands. You haven't had contact point time on your hands, but you have so much time. So I think once it goes back to normal, to get back to the normal wear and tear and the normal prep.